What is your full name?
Mark Rosenblatt.
Where are you from?
I'm from Michigan, originally from West Bloomfield, and now I live in Huntington Woods.
How old were you on September 11th, 2001?
I was 30 years old.
What do you recall about life before 9/11?
I definitely recall things being a lot safer. Didn't ever really have the feeling of worry, especially when traveling. It just kind of wasn't really something that anybody thought about that you could actually get attacked or be in trouble in our own country, the United States.
How did you find out about the attacks? What were you doing at the time?
I found out about the attacks on the radio. Actually, was listening to sports radio. I had just dropped your sister Natalie off at her daycare school. She was 2 years old. You had not even been born yet, and I was on my way to work, and they started talking about it on the radio. So yeah, that's where I was.
What were your first feelings or emotions when you heard about the attacks?
I would say anger. I would say confusion, sadness, and worry.
What is your most vivid memory of that day?
My most vivid memory of that day, I guess I have to give two really. One would be going back to pick up Natalie from daycare because nobody really knew what was going on. It was a very strange time, and everybody was kind of coming and picking up the little kids, and nobody really knew what to do or to say. I also have a memory. We had dinner at Grandma and Grandpa's that night, and I just remember the whole family being there and everybody kind of in shock and obviously discussing what had gone on.
Were you personally connected to anyone in the towers, pentagons, or planes? What happened to them?
Yes, I actually was. I had three friends, one a very close friend who worked for the company called Cantor Fitzgerald, which was at the top of one of the World Trade Centers, and obviously didn't know about it till a couple hours after the planes had hit, but found out that they were indeed at work, and all three of them were killed that day at their jobs in the trade centers.
How have the additional security measures at airports made you feel?
Sort of the same as how I felt, when I first heard about the attacks on the trade centers. It's frustrating, it's annoying, it's anger, unhappiness. Travel used to be easy. You used to be able to just kind of get to the airport whenever you wanted to get there and go through the metal detector, and that was about it. But the events of 9/11 obviously changed all that and have therefore made everybody kind of angry and annoyed, like I said.
Were you afraid for your safety or the safety of your family? What actions did you take?
I definitely did have some fears about the safety of my family and myself. I don't recall taking any specific actions other than being a little bit more vigilant, being a little bit more careful, especially during travel times, although we really didn't travel all that much for quite a while after 9/11 in 2001. But yeah, definitely had some fears.
Do you think that terrorism can be defeated? Why or why not?
I think terrorism throughout the world can certainly be sort of held down, held at bay. Completely defeated, no, because I think that there's always going to be some person or some group that has some issue with another person or another group and looks at it as their responsibility to take action, violent action. And unfortunately, I think that's sort of the way of the new world. And I don't know that it'll ever be completely defeated, but hopefully, like I said, it can be held at bay a little bit.
What lesson should be learned from 9/11?
The biggest lesson, I believe, would be being complacent, living in a country that just believed because we were the United States, that we were safe. Nobody could get to us. Nobody could attack us. We were too big, too strong, too powerful, but that was proven very wrong very quickly. And obviously, since then, there's been other attacks, and we have to really step up our game.
Thank you for your time through this interview.
You're so welcome. Thank you.